Ambassador Dogra, just yesterday, General Nasir was also named, Faisal Nasir, DGC of Pakistan ISI, and in Pakistan, naming a serving two-star general, that too somebody who's involved with internal security of Pakistan, naming him, threatening to name an ISI brigadier, saying that there were 3 shooters and case against those shooters is being weakened. The man who shot at him was actually somebody who's not a madman or a religiously indoctrinated man. You heard Imran Khan's allegations. There's about 6.5 minutes long. Very, very serious, Ambassador, and serious ramifications for ISI.
Well, serious ramifications for ISI, but more than that, the fact is that Imran Khan was dragging everyone opposed to him in mud. When army stopped supporting him, he said army is corrupt, its officers are corrupt. He called, as you said, a major general a murderer, a major general who was plotting to kill him. He called every opposition politician corrupt. He himself was Teflon coated. What Mona Alam is saying, why was this case of corruption against him not taken up when he was the Prime Minister? Well, the case was taken up only to be written off as absolutely normal deal by the Cabinet Committee of the government under Imran. So now that he is no longer the Prime Minister, naturally the government of the day will bring out the full details, which is what Rana Sanaullah has done just a few moments back. But more than that, Imran Khan was Teflon coated all through. No charges would stick to him. The second strategy he adopted while in opposition earlier and as Prime Minister was to recruit virtually the youth of Pakistan, especially those belonging to an army background, the sons of army officers and army jawans, so that they could stand for him even against their own families who were serving members of the army. That is what complicated the situation.
Okay.
So if Imran Khan has been arrested by NAB, he's got poetic justice because he misused NAB to arrest everyone.
Yes.
Be it Nawaz Sharif or his daughter, and he mistreated them.
Yes, Maryam Nawaz was also ill-treated in custody, as was Shahbaz Sharif. But before I bring in Mona for more on what's happening on ground, Geeta, one Lakshman Rekha in Pakistan is that you do not talk ill of the Pakistan army, and Imran Khan crossed that red line. But on ground, his supporters are saying, unless you come out on the streets right now, you will never be free. His supporters are taking to the streets. What are you picking up? What's happening on ground? Is there an apprehension that there would be riots in Pakistan, and not just in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but even in the Punjab province?
Well, interesting, Gaurav, that you start with red line. The red line for Pakistan has been that do not cross the line with the Pakistani army. But the PTI officials, leaders, and people very close to Imran Khan are saying that the army that has now crossed the red line for PTI. You've never heard this kind of language before.
Yes.
Never seen the kind of protest that we are seeing against the army. Well, there was one during Musharraf's time and when he took on the judiciary. But this is a different picture altogether. We're talking about politics and political parties over here and people rallying around a political party. Despite what you say, Gaurav, Imran Khan still pulls crowds. I have been following his jalsas and his rallies. They still gather a huge number of people wherever he does those rallies. So he's still a crowd puller, certainly a threat, not just to the political dispensation, but particularly to the establishment. Having said that, there's news that's just coming in. This is from NAB officials, Gaurav, and this is of importance to us because to everybody, because now what the NAB is saying is that NAB has arrested former Prime Minister Imran Khan in the Al-Qadir Trust Case, which is what Mona also some time ago was talking about. But this is a statement that's now coming in from the NAB officials. The arrest has been made after fulfilling the lawful procedures of inquiry and investigation conducted by NAB. During the process of inquiry investigation, several call-up notices were issued to the former Prime Minister and his wife, who were both trustees of Al-Qadir Trust. Basically, Gaurav, the NAB statement over here or officials from NAB who sent out these details to the media are saying that they followed procedure, and
Okay.
it is only according to procedure that this arrest or detaining of, because we do not know what the technical term
Okay.
is. But yes, NAB is saying that they've arrested him after warrants were issued,
Okay.
not once, but more than one time, on more
And
than
they
one
ignored it.
occasion.
Last 30 seconds, first Ambassador Dogra and then Mona Alam. Do you see Pakistan, do you see riots break out in Pakistan? Do you see violence in Pakistan? Or will the police and the army, Ambassador Dogra, you first, will they be able to contain the situation?
Well, immediately, yes, there will be riots, there will be violence, and there will be some confrontation with the security forces. But eventually, army will take control and it'll all be gone. I think army will stay firm this time.
The army will stay firm this time. And Mona, Imran Khan became powerful because the army backed him. It was Project Imran. Minus the army, or is the army also divided? We are told a section of the judiciary, and especially the Chief Justice of Pakistan, is very pro-Imran Khan. But is the army also divided like the judiciary and the society and the police in Pakistan?
I don't really think so. The judiciary is very evidently divided, and they've explicitly mentioned this in their legal orders too and their rulings too. But I don't think there's any division as far as the establishment is concerned, because the ISI or the army chiefs, they've time and again reiterated the establishment of rule of law and that they stand with the democratically elected government. This is what they've always said.
Okay.
And even aside their statements, if I go with letter and spirit, it's very evident that there is no bifurcation, no division within them whatsoever. And I think Imran Khan may have gone a little below the point or beyond the red line when he had, named and shamed certain individuals from the army. Having said that, I do not appreciate civilian prime ministers going through these ordeals again and again in our history, and that is the bottom line.